Okay, so Steven from Samsung is going to demonstrate the Galaxy Note for us.
Hi everyone. So this is our Samsung Galaxy Note for our AT&T, soon to be released, and loving this phone. As you can see, it has a very large, beautiful display. This is actually a 5.3-inch display. It is an HD Super AMOLED display. It'll be the first HD Super AMOLED display offered at AT&T as well. Now, a few features on this phone. It has an 8-megapixel camera with a flash. It also has a 2-megapixel camera up in the front. Now, it does record also in 1080p. It comes equipped with a 2,500 milliamp battery, so I don't think battery life is going to be an issue on this device at all. It comes with Gingerbread 2.3 operating system, as well as a 1.5 gig dual-core processor. So a few unique features about this device. It comes with this great S Pen. Now this S Pen is different from a stylus because the button on the S Pen actually activates a few features on the device. Now before I show you, let me take a second to change the pen settings. I'm actually left-handed. So lefties out there are actually probably going to love this. Pen settings, dominant hand, left hand. That way we don't get the palm writing on there. So with the pen settings, imagine I'm actually checking on a website. I see something I like. And you see how fast that pulled up? This is a 4G LTE device. I can hold down the button, press down on the screen, and it does a screenshot. Love this. Now after the screenshot happens, it actually populates a toolbar up top. And with the toolbar, you get a writing tool. Now what I like is the toolbar gives you an option of a pen, a paintbrush, a pencil, or even a highlighter, depending on what you want to capture. So if I choose a pen, I can adjust the size of the writing of the pen as well as the color. Let me put this down here and I can just Google all the way through there if I like. And then I can immediately share whatever I had on screen via Facebook, email, text message, so all sorts of ways to share immediately without having to back out, go back in the gallery to do so. Quick and easy. Now aside from a screen capture, you can also pull up what's called a Memo Light. So to me this device, I'm not artistic, you're going to see how bad my drawing is. But what I like about it is when I'm on a phone call, generally I'm always reaching for a pen and paper in a dashboard or console to take a note or memo. With this I can press down the pen, double tap on the screen, and it pulls up the memo for me. So I can then write down the number. So if I'm listening to voicemail, anything at all, I can simply save it. And when it saves, I back out to my memo. And I let you know, I have to be very organized because of my travel. So I'm a big Stephen Covey guy. I can actually, from this screen, go menu, more, and I can link it to my calendar. So I can capture that event, save it, and I no longer need to carry my Covey planner, which is actually larger than this. So to me, carrying this device is not a problem whatsoever. There we go. Back out of the calendar there. Now, this does have a memo. Since we are in the memo, let me pull this back up. And let me hit cancel here. So let's talk about the memo. As you can see, before I pull out here, there's some great artistic ability with this device. There's about 250 pressure points on this screen, so it makes it incredibly accurate. So if you are an artist or like to draw, you can be very precise with the pen. Let me back out here. I'm going to pull up a new memo, and you can see here we have graph paper. Now if I go to the menu, I can actually change the backgrounds of the menu. So what does that mean for me? Well, maybe I would like yellow graph paper instead, or I like lines to write on. Maybe I want more of a task list. Plain white paper, note paper, yellow pad, graphic, and if I'm a musician, I could even start a song. Maybe I had an idea in my head. So things always come upon us right when we don't expect it. Maybe we see something happen and we're like, oh, I got to remember that. I wish I could write that down. Well, this you actually can, because everyone carries their phone with them all the time. No one leaves that at home. So with the pen, and here comes the bad drawing, folks, so I apologize. I'm going to draw someone here. Just going to doodle for a second. Okay. Not very good, so give a couple hours.
You said you draw bad. That's not that horrible.
Well, that is my 1 millionth drawing of this exact same guy, so even with practice, it hasn't improved. Now, what I love about this is I talked about details. I can actually pinch on the screen and zoom in. So if I want to color in this eye, I could change it. I can do paintbrush. Actually, let me change that to yellow, make it thicker. I can go over. But it's easy to be very detailed and precise on it. And then I can pinch it and go back out. So I find that pretty cool. I mean, if I'm a designer and I like design things, that would be pretty interesting to me. Or maybe if I, was an architect, I drew buildings. That's what I like about it. Now, if I don't like it, I can erase it by checking the eraser, or I can just simply hit the backspace and erase the whole darn thing. So that's kind of the drawing feature in the drawing tool. Now, you'll see also down here there's a plus sign. So maybe if I'm a storyteller and I'm writing a whole book or designing a storybook, I can actually add pages, and it creates what they call a memo stack. So you can save it as that as well. Let's see this little T up here. Another great point on this. So this T is actually for writing. Now, you former Palm users are going to love this. You actually have a writing tool down here in the box, so you can write for texting on the screen. Now, if you don't like the writing tool, you can use the keyboard. So you have your basic everyday text where you can just use your thumbs. You can capture it by voice by clicking the microphone, so you can speech your text. And of course from Samsung, I love Swipe. Got to put it in there. As you know, with Swipe, holds the text Guinness Book of World Records for texting, right? So with Swipe, put your pen on the first letter of the word, and you can begin spelling it. So this is Swipe, and it is easy. It's very easy. Go. So, try it again. Did that not show up there for me? On screen, there we go. Try it again. Yes. There it is. Swipe. It is easy. Easy. How about the word Mississippi? I love to do that one. Mississippi. Pretty fun. I had to show off there for a little bit. Okay. Little nod to Mississippi there. So that's texting. Easy to do. 4 different ways to actually type your text. It works also on the Office documents like for Word, PowerPoint. You have Excel on there. Very simple to use. We use Polaris Office on it. And also pictures. So we all take pictures. So imagine if I was to take a picture of this device. I'm going to go pop into my gallery here. When you take a picture, there you go. Here's a picture someone took of our characters drawn on the S Note. But say I didn't want this picture, but I wanted this yellow one. I could actually go Menu, More, and Edit. And so we have a photo editor built into the gallery for your pictures. So with that, I can do a rectangle crop or even a lasso crop. So I could capture what I want to save, hit done, and it's saved. And it also works on screen capture. So maybe there's just a picture you wanted from a website to save, maybe it sparked an idea. Hit Menu, I could save it or share it. But what I want to show you from here is how I can go back into the memo. I can import that picture by selecting the picture here. And it was edited. There's photo edits. And I could put that on screen. So despite the fact that I can't draw, I can actually still be artistic in a way. And then I can begin to go, great job. That's written like someone who actually types all the time. Okay. Also, maybe I want to capture, I can imagine if I'm a reporter, maybe a voice real quick so I can actually record. Memo taken January 13th, 2012 at CES for Samsung. And I can stop the recording. So when I go back and reference that, I've got that information all right there for me. So I know I kind of went over today, but I'm in love with this device. I hope you are after this demonstration. Can't wait for it to launch.